Let me start over with my description. I forgot to start my video. Okay, so my a sub 1 is my first term in the sequence that they give you. My r is my ratio. Using that division, what we've just done 7 times. This n represents the term that you're looking for. So if you're looking for the 37th term, then n is 37. Okay? So a sub 1, first term. R is my ratio that we've calculated 7 times now. And my n is the term I'm looking for. Minus 1 is part of the formula. It just stays there. It's minus 1 every time. So I've told you that, but now it's all listed here also. Okay? So, let's work the first question. Here's my sequence. And I want to find the 9th term. So again, don't do this 9 times because I won't take it. I'm going to see the formula. I'm going to see your numbers plugged into the formula. So, first term. I'm going to pull this down on this first example so we can follow this. We're going to shrink it up a little bit. Okay, so a sub 1 is negative 6. My r, let me come over here and calculate that. Second term divided by first term, so negative 2. Use parentheses, please. My n is 9 because I'm looking for the 9th term. So my a sub 1, using my formula, my a1 is my first term. My ratio, I calculate. And then my n is my 9th term that I'm looking for, minus 1. Now, go to your calculator and punch that in exactly like it looks, parentheses and all. And you should get negative 1,536. Calculator questions, anyone? Yes?
How do you do parentheses?
The parentheses are above the 8 and the 9.
What did you say we're supposed to get?
Negative 1,536. Your parentheses are above 8 and 9. Tiffany,
Oh, sorry.
what?
My hand was-
Okay.
How do you do the little
The little caret above the division key. All right, next question. Let's go ahead and find our R first. 48 over 72. I get a really bad decimal, so I got to convert that to a fraction. And you get 2/3. So this is when the decimal would not work. You must have a fraction. Know how to convert fractions. Know how to input fractions. And so now I plug it in. My first term, 72. My ratio, 2/3. My power, n minus 1. I'm looking for the 10th term, so 10 minus 1. And I punch this into my calculator. I messed that up. And I get a really bad decimal. So I should convert that to a fraction. And your final answer should be this. 4,096 over 2,187. Yes?
If we ever, didn't convert it back into a fraction, would that be wrong?
Yes. Yes.
Are you taking that fraction in the parentheses?
Your green key, y equals. Number 1 is how you input a fraction. And then the green key y equals, number 4 is how you convert a decimal to a fraction, or a fraction to a decimal. Yes,
So is that the answer, like do not change it anymore?
that's how you want it, exactly like that.
When I type that in, it says error.
Does it give you a go-to message?
Check the line.
So go-to, gives you a go-to, so do a go-to. Just delete that space, you have a space there. Just frustrating. Oh, you put the 2/3 as your power, that's why. Yeah, see it shot up? So just clear the whole thing and start over. 72, parentheses. Now my 2/3. Number 1. Close your parentheses. Now the power. Then you're going to get that bad decimal and then shoot that up. Or change that
Still
to a
says
fraction.
error.
Use the negative instead of minus. Now I'm going to change it to a fraction. Number 4. All right, next question. Find the 7th term. So my ratio is 5 over -1, which is -5. And I plug it into my formula, which you do not need to memorize. First term times r to the 7 minus 1 power. So -1 parentheses -5 to the 7 minus 1 power, and I get 15,625. And my last one, I think. Yep. R equals 12 over 4, which is 3. And then my first term, A, sub 1, times my ratio, 3 to the 13 minus 1 power. Your calculator will follow the order of operations. If you were doing this by hand, do not take 4 times 3 first. Your calculator knows what it wants. If you put it in there correctly, it will follow the order of operations and do the power first. $2,125,764.